Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to the WWE 2K24 Universe Mode series. And we're starting off the show with the former WWE Undisputed Universal Champion. It is main event Jey Uso. So he was toppled back at Here Comes the Pain by an unhinged Kevin Owens. So that all came about because Sami Zayn tried to separate Kevin Owens from main event Jey Uso after the referee got knocked down. Kevin Owens wanted to utilize the steel steps to try and get the victory, but Sami Zayn stopped him from doing so. And then as Jey Uso recovered, he went for a spear on Kevin Owens and collided with Sami Zayn instead. There are murmurs in the WWE Universe as to whether that was done on purpose or not by main event Jey Uso. I highly doubt it, but I guess you never know. But Jey Uso is kicking off Friday Night SmackDown here tonight. The WWE Universe clearly still behind him. And you can see he's not in singles action. He has a message for us. So let's see what main event Jey Uso has got to say.
Yo, cut the music. Kevin Owens, get your punk ass out here right now. You think you can cheat me and walk away with my championship? Nah. Bring your shady ass down here and let's run this back. You can't beat me without cheating, dog. You couldn't even fight me straight up. So come on, KO. Man up and face me like the coward you are.
Well, hold on a second. That's not the person that Jey Uso was thinking it would be. Well, it is one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, Sami Zayn. But this is the man that Jey Uso hit with the spear at Here Comes the Pain. Whether or not that was on purpose or not, that's yet to be seen. But Sami Zayn making his way down to the ring. And it seems like there may be a bit of tension between these two at the moment. Jey Uso doesn't seem too happy as Sami Zayn enters the ring.
Jay, listen, I get it. I get why you're angry. But this isn't the way.
Nah, Sammy, I don't want to hear it. You don't know what I'm feeling right now. I lost my title, man. I lost what I fought for. And it's your boy Kevin who stole it from me.
I do know what you're feeling, Jay. I've been there. I know how much that title meant to you. I know what it's like to carry the weight of a family on your back. But I also know that you and Kevin tearing each other apart, it's not the answer. And you know that too.
Then what's the answer, huh? You tell me, Sammy, what's the answer? Because right now, the only thing I want to do is whoop his ass.
Let me talk to him. Let me try to get through to Kevin. I know he's not in the best place right now. I've seen it. But deep down, I know there's still good in him. Let me try to remind him of that. Because, Jay, if you two keep going like this, it's only going to get worse for both of you.
Hey, you do what you got to do, Sammy. But I'm telling you right now, if your boy steps to me, it's on sight. And I ain't holding back.
What? No way. It can't be. Is it him? It is! Roman Reigns is here! The man who'd main event Jey Uso dethroned all the way back at SummerSlam. It is the original Tribal Chief himself, making his return here on Friday Night SmackDown. But why is he here? And why now? Roman Reigns, the last time we saw him, he lost out on that #1 contendership match the night after SummerSlam, or I should say the Friday Night SmackDown after SummerSlam. He wasn't pinned in that one. Cody Rhodes did pin LA Knight to earn that #1 contendership, but Roman Reigns seemingly went away for some time perhaps to regroup and do some thinking. But he is back here on Friday Night SmackDown. And while the WWE Universe are well and truly behind the original Tribal Chief. Well, what a way to kick off Friday Night SmackDown. But Roman Reigns now just staring a hole through main event Jey Uso. As he glances over to Sami and he throws the ones up in the crowd, joining in with the original Tribal Chief.
You've got a lot to say, Jey. But let's get something straight right now. You don't call the shots around here. I built this. I made the Bloodline. And now, look at what's left of it. You took everything from me, Jey. You took the title. You took my family. And now, Solo's out there parading around, calling himself the Tribal Chief. And Kevin Owens? He's walking around with my championship. The championship that was supposed to stay with the family. Look at what you've done.
Roman, I think we all need to take a step back here. Jey didn't do this on purpose. What happened with Kevin?
Sami, nah, I got this, Roman. You don't just get to walk back onto SmackDown and act like you run this place. Not anymore. You want to talk about what I took from you? Fine. I took your title. I took your spot. I took you down. You're looking at the man now, the one who ended the Tribal Chief.
That's the problem right there. Jey, you think the Tribal Chief can just be ended? You don't get it. You've never gotten it. A tribe will always need a chief. That's the way this works. And so long as the crown, the Ulafala, sits around someone's neck, the Tribal Chief will never be over. Never. But I'm not back tonight to educate you, Jey. I let you have your fun. I let you pretend. But now I'm back to take back what's mine.
So the original Tribal Chief is back, but what does he mean? He's back to take what is his? Is he talking about the Undisputed Championship, or is he talking about the Ulafala? I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Okay, so like, I know everyone's been talking about me lately. Me, can you believe it? And it's totally because I'm amazing and not because of, other stuff. So, about Nia Jax, my bestie. Yeah, we're like the most dominant duo on SmackDown. There's literally no drama between us. I mean, why would there be? She's like my mentor or whatever, and she's always looking out for me, right? Look, Nia's got this whole rematch situation with Sasha Banks now, and let's be real. Sasha just got lucky. I mean, Nia is like totally unstoppable, and I'm so excited to help her win her title back. Even if it means, I don't really get my moment yet. And sure, some people might say she's been like using me to soften up her opponents or whatever, but that's not true. That's ridiculous. Nia and I are a team, and teams help each other out. She's been so supportive, like when she threw that chair in the ring last week. That was totally for me. Totally, I mean, yeah, maybe Io Sky pinned me again, but like, that's fine. It's all part of the plan. Nia knows what she's doing, and I trust her completely. She's just helping me, And if that means I have to wait, if I have to, keep proving myself, then that's okay. Because Nia's worth it. She's my bestie. Even if sometimes it seems like she's not. Anyway, everything's fine. Totally fine. I'm just here to do what I do best, be fabulous, and help Nia get her title back. That's all I've ever wanted. So, yeah, go, Nia. Let's win back that title, girl.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we move on with the show, we have the big man Otis The tree trunk himself making his way down to the ring. He is in singles action here tonight. And we did see him appear at the Here Comes the Pain Premium Live event after Chad Gable was successful in his title defense of the United States Championship against Sami Zayn. It seems like Otis may have had enough of Chad Gable and Chad Gable's new attitude. So the tree trunk Otis is out here tonight in singles action as stated before. Can he get a victory here tonight? Let's wait and see. Well, it's going to be one hell of a challenge for him, because it is the current tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, making his way down to the ring. And we did see Roman Reigns return earlier on tonight. So I wonder whether Solo Sikoa is going to have that in the back of his mind as he makes his way down to the ring here. He looks ready for action. Definitely focused as ever is Solo Sikoa. But interestingly enough, he's here on his own. Maybe because the Bloodline are in action later on tonight. And he probably doesn't want to risk their chances at the WWE Tag Team Championships. So here we go, Solo Sikoa going up against the tree trunk Otis. Can Otis score an upset victory here? Or is Solo Sikoa going to insert his dominance? We're about to find out. Otis with a good start so far. It's very early on, of course. But slamming Solo down to the mat now. And Otis now with Solo. But Otis sent over onto the apron. Big strikes, but a reversal found by Otis again. Solo Sikoa struggling a little bit at the start of this match. Perhaps not used to someone of the size of Otis. But he's going to have to adapt, and oh my word. Just tossing Otis across the ring, and now Solo Sikoa with the headbutt. A diving headbutt off of the second rope there. But Otis finds a reversal of his own here. Solo Sikoa needs to be careful, because you cannot underestimate the tree trunk Otis. He has the strength and the power, and he's charging in here. Going for an attack on the tribal chief. Solo Sikoa up on his shoulders now. Now Otis slamming him into that barricade spine first. Goes Solo Sikoa. Solo now back to his feet and drives Otis down to the ground. Shoulder first into the concrete floor. And now Solo Sikoa with the power. Slamming Otis face first into that concrete floor. And Solo heads back into the ring. Wants to continue the fight in between the ropes, but Otis taking his time. Playing up to the crowd a little bit here. Solo stating that he's going to break Otis if he doesn't get back into this ring. And Otis has caught Solo Sikoa there. Solo got a little bit too eager, an 8 count. Back into the ring, but Otis has been caught here. Wasn't able to take advantage. Big elbow to the jaw. And then a leg drop to follow. Solo Sikoa slowly, I was just about to say, slowly grinding up the gears, but Otis puts a halt to that, I should say. And now Solo sent off the ropes, and Otis with Solo Sikoa into a belly-to-belly suplex, or a belly-to-belly throw, and into the cover he goes towards the ropes, but just a 1 count found. Solo Sikoa has plenty more fight left in him. And now look at the strength of the tribal chief. With Otis up on his shoulder, and then hangs him up on that top rope. And into the cover goes Solo for a big victory early on here. But a big kick out found by Otis. Solo Sikoa trying to gain control of this matchup. That's not an easy task against a big man like Otis. And Solo's feeling it right now. And stomping away at the hamstring. Now Otis being brought back to his feet. Solo Sikoa now. Oh, big strikes to the midsection here. Otis now. What's he thinking? Big strikes by Otis. Just stunning Solo Sikoa momentarily. And now Solo being brought up onto the shoulder. Oh, and slammed down to the mat with that power slam. As both men head to the outside. A wise decision by Solo to try and escape the danger, as he could have potentially been pinned there. As the referee begins the count once more. Now Solo being driven into the barricade. Oh, and a big headbutt, diving headbutt by the tree trunk Otis. And now Solo Sikoa in the clutches of Otis as he's sent back into the ring. Otis follows. Now what's he got planned here? Maybe thinking about getting the victory here. Good Otis, and oh my word, the power of the big man. Into the cover he goes, and Solo's in some trouble right here. But no, big kick out found before. 1 count this time. Solo Sikoa just getting Otis to the outside and then just powering him up and slamming him down on that concrete floor. Almost setting some sort of trap for Otis on the outside here. And Otis seems to have fallen for it and then driven into the apron and the concrete floor there. Probably connecting a little bit on that LED screen as well, did Otis just then. Now Solo telling Otis to acknowledge him as his tribal chief. But Otis seemingly doesn't really know what Solo Sikoa is on about here. But into a back body drop. Solo Sikoa looking to continue the punishment. Big right hand. And now the power again. Just manhandling the big man Otis. But Otis looking to fight his way back into this. Solo Sikoa now sent off the ropes. And Otis looking for another belly-to-belly throw. But Otis is feeling the damage that Solo Sikoa has inflicted so far. Otis feeling it right now. Solo, you could be in some big trouble. Otis up to the second rope, into the big body splash, but he missed out on that one. And Otis using the ropes to make it back to his feet here. And Solo going to target that spine with some clubbing blows. Now, Solo Sikoa setting up Otis into the Samoan spike. And now into the cover he goes. Surely this one's all over. Solo Sikoa for the victory. Oh my goodness. Otis has just about got the shoulder up. At a 2.9 count. And Solo Sikoa is growing in frustration here. First of all, he had to deal with the fact that Roman Reigns, the original tribal chief, is back on Friday Night SmackDown. And now he has to deal with Otis not laying down for him. And also not acknowledging him. Solo now. Sent off the ropes. A wicked clothesline by Otis. Big headbutt as well to follow. What's Otis thinking here? Could he be thinking about trying to put Solo Sikoa away? He's slamming him down to the mat. One hand. Into the cover he goes. Otis for a shock victory, but no. Solo Sikoa kicks out at 1 once again. Solo Sikoa, you have to think, must be very frustrated following the loss at Here Comes the Pain as well to the Wyatt 6. Tama Tonga, the man that was pinned in that one. And now Solo Sikoa back to his feet again. But Otis was looking for maybe that world's strongest slam. But Solo Sikoa finding a reversal into that DDT. And now Solo just methodical. Missing on that headbutt. I was about to say that Solo going into that methodical pace that we're so used to seeing from him. But now Otis again in control. Fighting back here. Otis is not going to lie down for the self-proclaimed tribal chief. Solo sent off the ropes. And Otis now just looking to wear out Solo Sikoa. A wicked clothesline and then going for a headbutt of his own, but he misses out on that one as well. Now big strike to the midsection. Solo Sikoa and Otis going to trade blows here. Solo getting the upper hand, at least momentarily. Well, who's going to be the last one standing between these two? I'm not sure that I would want to be trading blows with either of these two men. But it looks like Otis has been busted wide open on the top of his head here. A big strike by Solo and then a headbutt to follow. Solo Sikoa looking to open up that wound even further. Now, just tossing Otis across the ring again and then up to the second rope once more. Diving headbutt connecting by Solo. Big leg drop as well to follow. Solo Sikoa could be closing in on a victory right now. I have to think that he must have Otis exactly where he wants him. Otis seems a little bit stunned ever since that they were trading blows and he got busted wide open. And now, Solo Sikoa again. Got Otis in his clutches into the Samoan spike, and surely this one's all over. Solo Sikoa for the victory as he puts down the big man Otis. Well, that's a big victory for Solo Sikoa. As the boos ring round the stadium. And Solo Sikoa here gesturing for a microphone.
Roman Reigns is back. The so-called tribal chief. The man who thinks he can just walk back in here and take what he wants, like nothing's changed. Well, let me remind you of something, Roman. You left. You walked away. And while you were gone, I stepped up. I claimed the Ula Fala. And that makes me the rightful tribal chief. You think I'm afraid of you, Roman? You think your little mind games are gonna work on me? Nah. It doesn't matter if you're coming for me or if you're going after Kevin Owens. It doesn't matter if you want the Ula Fala or the Undisputed Championship. Because I'm not backing down. Not to you. Not to Jey. Not to anyone. I am the tribal chief now. And if you want to come back into my world, Roman, you better be ready for a fight. Because I've got this family on my back. And I'll break anyone who tries to take it from me.
So as we move on with the show, we have the newly crowned WWE Women's Champion here on Friday Night SmackDown. It is Sasha Banks, but I just want to take a moment to mention the fact that Solo Sikoa clearly addressing Roman Reigns' return, and Solo seems to be standing his ground, trying to claim that he is the rightful tribal chief. But as for right now, we have Sasha Banks, the newly crowned WWE Women's Champion, the woman who successfully pinned Io Sky in that triple threat match against Nia Jax and Io Sky to gain that WWE Women's Championship. So Sasha Banks has really torn apart Damage Control, you can say. She first of all took Bayley out of the picture, and now she took the WWE Women's Championship as well.
Man, it feels good to be standing here as your new WWE Women's Champion. At Here Comes the Pain, I did exactly what I said I would do. I walked into that triple threat match, pinned Io Sky, and proved once and for all that this is the boss era. I've been through hell and back with Damage Control. I've dealt with Nia Jax trying to bully her way to the top, and yet here I stand on top of the mountain. So, tonight is about celebrating. Celebrating not just my victory, but the fact that I'm finally free from all of their games.
Well, Sasha Banks may have thought that she was free, but it seems like the former WWE's champion, WWE Women's Champion I should say, has got more to say to Sasha Banks. Io Sky making her way out here. So Sasha Banks obviously did pin Io Sky. That Here Comes the Pain. So is Io Sky going to try and get herself a rematch, or why is she out here? Well, we're moments away from finding out, I guess, as she makes her way into the ring.
Congratulations, Sasha. You won the championship. But let's not pretend this is over. I did not lose that match because you better than me. I lost because of them. Nia Jax, she only care about herself. Dakota Kai, she the reason you were at that match in the first place. And Chu pinned me, Sasha, but Chu need to stay out of damage control business.
Well, it seems like tensions are rising within damage control, as it seems like Io Sky was almost blaming this woman, Dakota Kai, for the fact that Sasha Banks was even entered into that match. And I mean, it is hard to argue with that, because Dakota Kai was the reason why Io Sky got counted out about 3 weeks ago now in that title match on Friday Night SmackDown between Io Sky and Sasha Banks, which ended up having Sasha Banks added to that matchup at Here Comes the Pain. But what has Dakota Kai got to say?
Are you kidding me, Io? You're standing here defending Sasha Banks after everything I've done for you? After everything Damage Control has been through? You're ungrateful, Io. I've had your back since day one. And now, instead of blaming yourself for losing at Here Comes the Pain, you're blaming me? Unbelievable.
Well, the entire locker room seems to be emptying out here, because it's another former women's champion, Nia Jax. But what's she got to say? I'm sure that she's probably going to want a rematch here, isn't she?
Oh, isn't this adorable? Damage Control's little soap opera. While you two figure out your issues, let me remind you of something. Sasha, I wasn't pinned at Here Comes the Pain. So Sasha, you may have won that match, but you didn't beat me. And now, I want what's mine. A rematch for my WWE Women's Championship at Cyber Sunday.
You know, Nair, I was wondering when you'd show up to demand something you didn't earn. But you're right. You weren't pinned, so I'll give you credit for that. If you want your rematch at Cyber Sunday, you've got it. But since this is Cyber Sunday, I'm letting the WWE Universe decide how I kick your ass. They'll vote on the stipulation, and trust me, they'll pick something that guarantees you won't have any excuses this time. And as for you two, Ayo Dakota, whatever drama you've got going on, you need to figure it out. Because if either of you tries to mess with my championship reign again, I'll deal with you both. Got it?
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as we move into the main event of the evening, and we have the finals of the WWE Tag Team Championship Tournament over here on Friday Night SmackDown. So the winners of this match will go on to face Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn at some point in the near future for those WWE Tag Team Championships. And first off out here, we do have the New Day, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. These two, one of the most decorated tag teams in all of WWE history. A big opportunity here tonight for them. They were successful a couple of weeks back by defeating the Street Profits to earn their spot here. So Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston one step away from another match for those WWE Tag Team Championships, the gold that they've held so many times. And the second team out here is none other than the Creed brothers. It is Brutus and Julius Creed making their way down to the ring. We have seen them kind of siding towards Chad Gable in recent weeks, especially ever since Chad Gable won that United States Championship. Have to wait and see whether their alliance forms any further or becomes any stronger. But as for now, the Creed brothers looking to try and get tag team gold in the main roster here in WWE. And it's a big opportunity for them to do so, but the fact that the New Day are one of their opponents, it's going to be a big, big challenge. And next up, well, this is one half of the final team in this matchup. It is none other than Tama Tonga from the Bloodline. We did see Solo Sikoa in action earlier on tonight, and he did grab a microphone after that match, and he made it clear that although Roman Reigns has returned, it doesn't matter, because Solo Sikoa is the man who holds the Ula Fala, which makes him the rightful tribal chief. But now Tama Tonga and Tongaloa are going to hope that they can continue in the same kind of fashion as their tribal chief. And the final man in this match is the infamous Tongaloa, teaming with his brother Tama Tonga. It's interesting that they've come out separately here tonight. Not sure why that is, but maybe they wanted to get their own kind of spotlights, but I wouldn't read too much into that because the Bloodline seem to run so deep. Well, the question is, can Tama Tonga and Tongaloa continue in the same kind of vein or the same kind of fashion as Solo Sikoa did earlier on this evening? I'm sure that Solo would not be happy if Tongaloa and Tama Tonga do not progress in this Tag Team Championship tournament, especially after they suffered a loss back at Here Comes the Pain due to Tama Tonga being the man getting pinned. But Tongaloa looks very calm and composed and very focused here tonight. So let's get into this Tag Team Championship final. So let's see who's going to progress to face Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in a Tag Team Championship tournament final. And oh my word, already Kofi Kingston sending Julius Creed to the outside, but looked like Brutus Creed just blocked him off there and stopped Kofi from going for that suicide dive. The referee needs to be careful here. Now, as you can see, this is triple threat tornado tag rules, so there are no disqualifications here, and all members of all teams are in the ring at the same time. Tama Tonga with a big strike on Xavier Woods in the corner there. That's Tongaloa now with big headbutts to Brutus Creed. Relentless, just not letting go of his grip, and into the cover he goes, looking for the victory, a quick victory here. No, Brutus Creed was able to power out, but Tama Tonga did very well at keeping Kofi Kingston at bay, whilst Tongaloa went for the cover. The Bloodline were in control for a moment there, but now Kofi Kingston just stripping away the announce table on the outside. Wonder if we're going to see that get used. Big clubbing blow by Tongaloa. Tama Tonga being tossed across the ring. Brutus Creed having his way right now with the right hand man as Xavier Woods makes his way back into the ring. Action going on everywhere in this one, and Tongaloa with an Alabama slam, just planting Brutus Creed. And Tama Tonga's in deep trouble now. And while Kofi Kingston, I was just about to say he looked like he was just guarding that pin, but he didn't seem to be aware that Tongaloa was back in action. But Tongaloa now suffering the wrath of Kofi Kingston. DDT plants Tongaloa. And now Julius Creed hoisting Kofi up and slamming him down to the mat. Now some of the action spilling to the outside, so Tama Tonga is probably in the strongest position right now as he heads up to the top rope because he's alone inside the ring with Kofi Kingston. Big knee drop off the top rope by Tama Tonga, and he's looking for a quick victory here, but Kofi Kingston slides back into the ring just in time to break up the count and save things for the New Day. And now Tama Tonga just looking to take out Kofi Kingston. Tama Tonga very impressive so far this evening, just yanking that water bottle out of the clutches of Julius Creed. But Tama Tonga probably feels that he has a point to prove after suffering the pinfall back at Here Comes the Pain and losing things for the Bloodline. I'm sure that Solo Sikoa probably would have had some words with him in the backstage area. As now Brutus Creed sent into the corner. And Tama Tonga just going to target the leg. He's alone in the ring right now with both Creed brothers, so this doesn't bode well for him. But Kofi Kingston into the ring with that kendo stick, just taking out Julius Creed and then targeting Tama Tonga, but failed to connect with that strike. A big power slam connecting by Tama Tonga as he goes for the steel chair on the outside, targeting Brutus Creed. But back in the ring we have both members of the New Day. Now Tongaloa with a steel chair as well, look to take out Xavier Woods, but the New Day able to thwart the attack of the Bloodline. But now Tama Tonga, I thought it was going to be onto the steel chair, but into the pin. But Julius Creed is the man that's able to break up the pin there and save things for the New Day and the Creed brothers. And now into a suplex, Julius Creed, as Brutus is taken down by Tongaloa. And now Julius again into another suplex, this time to Tongaloa, and he takes out Kofi Kingston as well. Tama Tonga was just setting something up with Brutus Creed there, but he didn't see that Julius was well aware of the situation, and he made that come to a halt very quickly. As now Tongaloa just throwing fists here inside the ring. Julius Creed finds a reversal. And now Julius Creed slamming Tongaloa down to the mat and into the cover. Two members, two different teams. Oh my word. Tama Tonga's pinfall was the one being counted there. Xavier Woods into a DDT. My goodness. Oh, and Tama Tonga trying to steal a victory here. But it's Brutus Creed this time. He breaks up the count, and this time the Bloodline again just trying to steal the victory. Tongaloa and Tama Tonga. There's action all over the place here. Now, I always say that during a triple threat match, you have to keep eyes in the back of your head. But the fact that this... Oh my word, Kofi Kingston over the top rope, wiping out Tongaloa. But as I was about to say, the fact that this is a triple threat tag team match, it makes it even more difficult to keep your eyes in the back of your head and keep your eyes on all your opponents at one time. As Tama Tonga just slammed down onto that steel chair and then into a moonsault as well to follow. Brutus Creed. Oh my word, both Creed brothers have been busted wide open here. Now into the referee goes Xavier Woods, but slammed down to the mat by Tama Tonga. Tama Tonga is in control of this match right now. What about Brutus Creed this time, finding the reversal. And now, all the members of both teams into the ring. The action is all over the place right now. Not sure where to keep my eyes. Tama Tonga targeting Kofi Kingston. Targeting both members of the New Day, but Xavier Woods finds a reversal. And now DDT planting the right-hand man into the cover he goes. Xavier Woods. But Brutus Creed is the man to break up the pin that time. And now both members of the New Day are inside the ring, which bodes well for them. And Tongaloa just can't seem to get any use of that steel chair and into the cover. But can't quite get the victory. It's Xavier Woods who was able to kick out of that one and keep this match alive. And now, Brutus Creed with Tama Tonga up on his shoulders. Tama Tonga brought down onto the knee of Brutus Creed and then into a senton as well to the midsection. Really targeting the ribs there. And now Xavier Woods and Tama Tonga going back and forth. Oh, onto the steel chair goes Tama Tonga. I just missed out on that pinfall attempt just there by Brutus Creed. But now the Creed brothers looking to team up against Tonga Loa here. Oh, just tossed down onto the mat. Julius Creed now busts open Tonga Loa here. Seems like the Bloodline and the Creed brothers have a little bit of a war going on right now. Oh my word, look at their strength inside the ring. Brutus Creed slamming down and into a moonsault. Tonga Loa wiped out here. Brutus Creed now turning his attention to Xavier Woods inside the ring. Now this is a good position for both Xavier Woods and Brutus Creed, but also a dangerous position for them both. If either man is able to get the pinfall, this one could be all over. Big spine buster there connected by Brutus Creed. A kendo stick in the hand of Tonga Loa, but again he can't seem to utilise the weapon. And someone else has just been busted open here. I think it's Xavier Woods slammed down to the mat as well afterwards. As Brutus Creed, I thought he was going to head to the top rope there, but Kofi Kingston looking to protect his teammate. Wielding that kendo stick now is Kofi Kingston off the face of Brutus Creed. Xavier Woods recovering inside the ring as Kofi Kingston now has the Bloodline to deal with. Tonga Loa slams him down to the concrete floor. And Tama Tonga bringing another steel chair into play. It seems like he can't even utilise any one of those steel chairs as he goes crashing down onto the chair and into the cover. Xavier Woods. But no, Tama Tonga has plenty of fight left in him. As now Brutus Creed switches his attention to Xavier Woods over onto the ropes. And now, Brutus Creed now, oh my word, a massive shoulder tackle. Taking out Xavier Woods and Tama Tonga. Sending Brutus Creed to the outside, it seems. I'm not sure how wise that is, because you could have maybe got a victory there. But Tama Tonga now, big DDT onto the apron. We saw the Bloodline utilise that a lot of times. That here comes the pain against the Wyatt Six. Those DDTs onto the apron. Oh, Kofi Kingston just tossing that steel chair at Tonga Loa. Now Tama Tonga sending Kofi Kingston into the barricade on the far side. The Bloodline really trying to take out all the other teams right now. Trying to keep their dominance as Tonga Loa heads into the ring. He has a good opportunity to perhaps end this matchup. But he's sent over the rope by Julius Creed. Big right hand. Julius Creed now tossing Tonga Loa back into the ring. And now into a swinging neckbreaker as well. Julius Creed here. Into the cover he goes for a massive victory. Julius Creed, no! Tonga Loa just about able to get the shoulder up. Kofi Kingston looked a little bit confused as to where he should keep his attention as he goes into the cover this time. Tonga Loa slowly back to his feet, but Kofi Kingston going to steal it, and he does it! The New Day have progressed in the WWE Tag Team Championship Tournament. They will go on to face Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Well, that's a massive victory for Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. But can they take those titles away from Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn?